Stop! Your tray table is 10 times filthier than a toilet seat. But germs are the least of your worries. Right now, your airline is effectively reaching into your pocket and taking $1,500, handed back to you as a pathetic, soggy sandwich. They are counting on you not knowing the rules. One sarcastic text message and you are in a windowless room with your phone confiscated and your vacation canceled. The airport is a legal minefield where one wrong step costs you thousands. Here are 9 rules to survive the terminal and take back the money that belongs to you. Rule 1 of 9. In 2024, customs agents inspected over 35,000 personal electronic devices at the border. One wrong word can end your trip before it even begins. John, a 22-year-old app developer, was sitting at Gate 74 in Orlando, MCO. He was excited about a new launch. He texted his group chat, "I am going to blow up this terminal today." He was talking about his app's popularity. He was proud of his work. The security system did not see the humor. Within 10 minutes, 2 officers approached his seat. John's heart stopped. He was led to a quiet room. No lawyer was present. No phone calls were allowed. He faced hours of aggressive questioning while his flight to Denver departed without him. His name had been flagged instantly, all because of a punchline. John lost the flight, his money, and his peace of mind. Here's the fix for your next trip. Avoid using trigger words like bomb, explosion, or threat in any digital communication while you are near an airport. This includes private direct messages and encrypted chats. Security protocols are automated and rigid. If you are ever detained, stay calm. Do not try to explain the joke immediately, as sarcasm does not translate well in official reports. State your facts clearly and concisely. The airline will not tell you this, but once a security flag is raised, the process is largely out of their hands. They profit from a smooth operation, and any disruption, even a joke, is treated as a high-level threat. You just saved your reputation, but that is nothing compared to the privacy you lose when the border agents ask for your password. Rule 2 of 9. Hand over your passcode. It is the last thing you want to hear after a 12-hour flight, but at a U.S. port of entry, it is a reality many face. Sophia, a 41-year-old journalist, was landing at Miami International, MIA, after a long assignment abroad. She believed her private messages and work files were protected by the Fourth Amendment. She was wrong. At the border, your constitutional protection against unreasonable search and seizure is significantly relaxed. Officials call it the border search exception. Customs officers often do not need a warrant or even a specific reason to scroll through your photos and emails. If Sophia had refused, the agent could not have forced her fingers onto a sensor, but they could have seized her phone for weeks to perform a forensic analysis in a lab. You must minimize your digital footprint before you land. Move sensitive documents to cloud storage and log out of sensitive apps before the plane touches the runway. If you are stopped for a secondary screening, stay calm and professional. Being argumentative often escalates the situation and leads to longer delays. Sophia complied with the request, and while the experience was invasive, she was home within an hour. Your privacy is a target, but your wallet is an even bigger one. You just protected your data, but that will not help you when the airline decides your confirmed seat does not actually belong to you. That brings us to the most expensive mistake in the terminal. Rule 3 of 9. Lucas was in the middle of a layover at Copenhagen, CPH, when 2 officers approached him. It was a freezing 35 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Lucas, a 29-year-old photographer from Maui, just wanted a hot coffee. Instead, he ended up in a sterile interrogation room. He thought they wanted to see his portfolio. He was mistaken. The officer pointed at a photo on his screen, a vibrant tropical sunset. They barked at him to explain the image. Lucas was baffled. At this hub, security flags what they call digital inconsistencies. To a trained agent, a traveler coming from a tropical island appearing in a cold European hub with only artistic photos looks suspicious. They are betting on you being too tired to defend your story. Lucas sat for 2 hours while they checked the metadata of his files. The system is designed for speed, not for your comfort. Here is the strategy. If you are pulled into a secondary interview, keep your story short and consistent. Do not volunteer extra information that could lead to more questions. The airline will not warn you about this, but your digital history is a permanent record they can access. Lucas eventually proved his professional status and was released just in time to catch his connection. Information is a weapon, and the authorities know how to use it. Surviving a security room is a mental battle, but surviving a 6-hour delay is a financial one. You are about to learn how to turn a canceled flight into a massive payday. Rule 4 of 9. Ever wonder why an airline agent is so quick to hand you a measly $10 sandwich voucher when your flight is pushed back 6 hours? They are banking on your ignorance of their actual liabilities. Benjamin, a 55-year-old financial advisor, was waiting at Charlotte, CLT, for his evening connection. The screen flashed, "Delayed," due to a mechanical issue with the aircraft. He was exhausted and just wanted to sleep. The agent smiled and handed him a voucher for a bag of chips and a soda, telling him to be patient. Benjamin almost took it. Stop. If he had accepted that voucher and walked away, he would have spent the night on a cold terminal floor. Instead, he knew that for delays within the airline's control, most major carriers have internal policies to provide a hotel room and transportation. Do not just walk away with a snack. Ask the agent a specific question. Is this delay due to a mechanical issue or crew scheduling? If the answer is yes, follow up immediately. Ask for a hotel voucher and a meal that actually covers a full dinner. Most airlines provide overnight accommodations for delays exceeding 6 hours when it is their fault. In cases of involuntary bumping, they might even owe you up to 400% of your one-way fare, capped at approximately $1,550 in cash. Get paid what you are owed. If the delay is due to weather, the airline will call it an act of God, and you are likely on your own. But when their equipment fails, the rules are in your favor. Benjamin ended up in a comfortable hotel bed instead of a plastic chair. He won. But even a good night's sleep won't protect you from the secret gamble the airlines take with your seat. Rule 5 of 9. Airlines legally oversell their flights by as much as 150%, just to ensure every seat generates maximum profit. They are gambling with your time for their bottom line. Emma, a 33-year-old nurse, found this out the hard way at Vienna International, VIE. She was standing at the gate when the announcement hit. The flight was overbooked. The gate agent offered a $200 voucher for a flight 8 hours later. Most passengers rushed to the desk, grateful for the offer. Emma stayed put. She knew the system was rigged. If they bump you involuntarily, the law often requires them to pay you in cash, not just expiring vouchers. For a long delay caused by overbooking, that cash payment can reach $1,550. The airline will not volunteer this information. They hope you do not know the rule, so they can pay you off with a voucher that expires in 12 months. Emma stood her ground and requested cash compensation. The agent's attitude shifted instantly because a passenger who knows their rights is a passenger they cannot easily dismiss. While this works for involuntary bumps, volunteering to take a later flight usually means you waive these specific rights. Emma didn't blink. She walked away with $1,500 in compensation. She won this round at the gate, but all that cash will not save you from the physical toll of a long-haul flight. You are prepared for the ticket counter, but you are not ready for the cabin until you master the health secrets of the sky. Rule 6 of 9. Check your baggage claim receipt right now. Chloe, a 27-year-old marketing specialist, stood at the carousel in Houston, IAH, watching the last suitcase tumble onto the belt. It was not hers. She was headed to a high-stakes presentation. Her professional attire was inside, and her heart was racing. The agent at the baggage office used the word delayed. Chloe felt a brief wave of relief. But that word was a trap. The airline is betting on your lack of knowledge. They use the word delayed to avoid the heavy payouts that come with lost luggage. Under Department of Transportation rules, airlines can be liable for up to $3,800 for lost bags on domestic flights. But if it is merely delayed, they might only offer a meager $50 for basic toiletries. When you realize your bag is missing, do not just leave the airport. Demand a property irregularity report immediately. Document every single item that was in that bag while the memory is fresh. If your bag is not found within 5 to 21 days, depending on the carrier, it officially moves from delayed to lost. Do not let them string you along with vague promises. Ask for a specific tracking number and the direct line to the local baggage office. Chloe's persistence meant she eventually received a $1,200 check to replace her wardrobe instead of a cheap hotel kit. Persistence pays. You just saved a fortune on your suitcase. But all that cash is useless when you are cramped into a seat that feels like a torture device. Rule 7 of 9. Henry slumped against a cold pillar at Venice Marco Polo, VCE, his back aching after a long day of exploring. As a 63-year-old architect, he preferred comfort, but he could not justify a $3,000 business class upgrade. His 6'2" frame dreaded the cramped economy cabin. He knew the next 9 hours would be a struggle for his knees. However, Henry knew a secret about the aircraft's tail that most travelers completely overlook. On many long-haul planes, the seating layout shifts at the very back because the fuselage narrows toward the tail. The airline will not advertise this because these seats are often near the galley. Layouts frequently change from 3 seats across to just 2. If you snag the window seat where this transition happens, there is often a massive gap of 12 to 15 inches between your seat and the wall. Even better, the seat directly behind the transition offers enough legroom to fully extend your legs into the empty space. Henry checked the seat map on his app at the last possible second and moved his reservation. He won the legroom lottery. This does not work on every small regional jet, so you must check the specific aircraft layout during check-in. You will be near the noisy kitchen and the last to leave the plane. But for Henry, the extra space was worth the trade-off. He flew in comfort while others were crushed. Henry won the seat game, but extra space will not save your health if you touch the wrong surface. Rule 8 of 9. Have you ever thought about what is actually living on that tray table right in front of your face? Olivia, a 39-year-old dentist, was heading home from Chicago O'Hare, ORD, after a conference. She pulled down the tray to set up her laptop, assuming the cleaning crew had sanitized the area. Here is the reality. That tray table often harbors 10 times more bacteria than the flush button in the airplane lavatory. The airline will not tell you this because they are banking on fast turnaround times to keep the planes in the air. Flight crews often have less than 15 minutes to prep a cabin between flights. This means those surfaces rarely see a disinfectant wipe. You are essentially sitting in a petri dish for the duration of your flight. It gets worse. Some passengers use those tables for things you don't even want to imagine, from changing diapers to resting bare feet. Here is the simple 1-minute fix. Always carry travel-size sanitizing wipes in your carry-on. Wipe the tray, the armrests, the seatbelt buckle, and the air vent before you touch anything else. Olivia made this a habit and has significantly reduced her post-flight illnesses. While you cannot avoid every germ at 35,000 feet, this small habit keeps the airplane flu at bay. You have dodged the bacteria, but you will not dodge the hidden costs of booking your next flight unless you know the final secret. Rule 9 of 9. 92% of travelers still believe that opening a private browser window hides them from price hikes. In 2026, the incognito hack is a total ghost. Alexander, a 45-year-old software engineer, sat at San Francisco International, SFO, desperately refreshing his laptop. He saw a ticket to London for $650. He hesitated for 10 minutes. When he refreshed, the price jumped to $820. Alexander panicked, switched to incognito mode, and the price remained high. The system is rigged against simple tricks. Airlines do not just use cookies anymore. They use digital fingerprinting to track your IP address, your device ID, and sometimes even your battery level. Incognito mode only hides your search history from your own computer, not from the airline's server. To actually beat the surge, use a virtual private network to change your location to a lower income region or the airline's home country. Alexander tried again, setting his VPN to a different region. The price dropped back down to $640. Also, compare prices on a mobile device versus a desktop, as apps occasionally offer mobile-only rates. Global demand still dictates the base price, but avoiding the frequent search tax is entirely possible if you are tech-savvy. Alexander booked the lower fare and saved nearly $200. Data pays, and now you have the tools to make sure you aren't the one footing the bill. If you don't know these rules, the airport will take your money every single time. Don't be the passenger they take advantage of. Join our squad by subscribing now.